Hello, my name is Christopher Schultzius, and I'm one of the team of teachers at New Education World that have been teaching and coaching IELTS for over 15 years now. We're making this series of videos during the COVID crisis to help our current and future students perform well on the IELTS and keep in practice with their English. This will be the first in a series of videos, so stay tuned. At the end of this video, you'll have a chance to take a short IELTS listening test, just an extract, and you'll also get overall tips to help you throughout the whole test. So first, let me tell you a little bit about our organization. We have had success with students, helping them get very high band scores, win scholarships, and admissions to some of the finest universities in Thailand and abroad. We're an official IELTS test registration center, so if you're thinking of taking the IELTS, definitely stop in and see us. So let's get started looking at IELTS tips and strategies. First off, some just general tips for the entire test. You should get to know the test content, learn the strategies and techniques for answering the types of questions you'll see. You want no surprises on test day. Start early. The IELTS is not a test you can cram for on a single weekend, as you can with some courses. Takes years to get good, and it takes at least 30 or 50 hours of good preparation in order to maximize your IELTS score based on your current skill set. Practice on your own as much as you can, record new vocabulary as you come across it, and study. That's where we come in with an experienced IELTS tutor. For the listening section, you should know there are 4 parts of the listening test. Today you'll hear a conversation on a social topic. In subsequent videos, you'll hear the other parts. Number 2 is a monologue on a social topic, often a public announcement of some sort. Number 3 is a conversation on a study-based topic, often between students, sometimes between a student and a teacher. And number 4 is an academic lecture, during which you'll take notes and answer questions after you finish listening. Our listening tips that apply to all sections. Listen carefully, obviously. Take notes, but take short notes. Don't get so bogged down in trying to write down everything you hear that you miss something important. Read the questions before the recording starts. And you'll see sentences with missing words, and you'll need to complete the sentences on the test paper using words from the recording. But before the recording starts, you'll have time to preview the questions. During that time, you should make some predictions about what type of words you will hear. If it's a noun, is it a singular noun? Is it a plural noun? If it's a number or a date, approximately what date or number might you expect? Okay, got your pen and pencil and some paper, so get ready to listen. But again, before you listen, make some predictions. So here you're going to hear a recording about a goodbye party, and you will need to fill in the blanks after you listen with no more than 3 words and or a number. But as I said, spend some time predicting what you could hear. So let's look at it together. If you're going to have a goodbye party, you should ask yourself about number 1, what type of place could it be held? Also, now looking down the list at who to invite, I think we can tell already that number 2 and number 3 are going to be people. Sometimes later information or extra information not asked can give you some advice. For example, if I see on the list of who to invite all the teachers, I begin to suspect that this could be at a school or some kind of educational institution, which leads me to believe that number 2 and number 3 are probably people you would find at a school. And then now, going back to number 1, perhaps the venue is also at a school. For number 4, I think if you can see the date of the party is December 22nd, you might ask yourself, if I were holding a party on December 22nd, when would I send out the invitations? Okay.
Listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 4.
Here you go.
Hi, Tony. Thanks ever so much for coming. You know, we've been asked to organise something for John's farewell.
Yeah, sure. It's about time we started working out details.
Exactly. We don't want to leave it so late that it's double the work.
Right. Do you want me to take notes?
Oh, that'd be great, thanks.
Right. First thing is, when is the best time to hold it?
Well, he leaves on the 24th of December.
So what about the 22nd?
Yeah, I think that's about right. We want it quite near the time, don't we?
Sure. And what about a venue? In college? A hotel?
I think a hotel will probably work out rather expensive. And I've been looking at the college dining room. That seems pretty reasonable.
Fine. Yeah, why not?
And then we ought to be thinking about invitations. Who mustn't we forget to invite?
Well, obviously John and his wife.
Oh, right.
And the director.
Uh-huh.
The office staff.
Yep. And all the teachers and all the students.
Anyone else?
Faculty heads?
No, better draw the line. I don't think it's necessary.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't mind writing the invitations. When shall we get them out for?
Enough time, but not too early. What about the 15th of December?
Well, there are exams on the 16th. Better avoid them.
10th?
Yeah, that should do it.
So how did you do? Well, let's have a look at the answers. Okay, we see the venue was a college dining room. So hopefully you wrote down that. You have to spell all those words correctly and use the exact number of words usually. I'm guessing probably all of you, many of you are students, you probably guessed number 3 was students. And if you were good at listening for the day, more power to you, good luck. How'd you do? Okay, well, I hope you did well, and I hope you'll stay tuned for future videos. By the way, if you're also planning on taking the SAT or the TOEFL or the GRE or the GED, we have experience with those. One other thing that separates New Education World from other institutions is that we don't just teach you the IELTS and send you on your way. We have a program that helps you with your university applications. And even after you have joined a school, we'll stay in touch and help you with the term papers. And we look forward to seeing you when you have time off school. Come visit us on our campus or see us online. That's all for now. See you next time. Bye-bye.